What's going on, everybody? I'm back with Mental Monday. Got a little different look. I want to thank Rest and Mindset for all the support over the past couple of years, but as you guys know now because you're watching this, I am taking on a more permanent role with RUDIS. I'm going to be doing my Mental Mondays technique and obviously the podcast that was announced, which I believe will start next week. So today's Mental Monday is a topic we've kind of talked about before, and obviously if you've been listening for a long time, I think we're on year 3. I could be wrong though. I constantly talk about thinking about things that don't matter and how much of a waste of brain power that is when we're wrestling. And so if you remember, maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I talked about the theory of the hypocritical athlete. And one of the very specific things on there, I was talking about with my athletes, and I just thought it was so important because it kind of leads back to so many problems. And the one characteristic which we need both sides of if we want to be really successful. Both of these sides will benefit us, but frankly, many people only see one or the other. They don't see how both of them go together. And that is the hyper-prepared athlete and then what I call the cowboy, right? The guy who just doesn't do anything right, but he shows up and he wrestles really hard. And frankly, he has quite a bit of success just because of that. So we talk about that guy. The reason he's having all the success when he competes, the reason he competes really well despite the fact that he probably doesn't eat well, probably isn't trained that well, probably doesn't sleep that well, probably doesn't make weight that well, right? The reason he's having success despite all that is because he doesn't care. He doesn't think about things, right? And when we wrestle, we can think about a lot of things that don't matter that are going to negatively affect our performance. We can think about our parents in the stands. We can think about our girlfriend in the stands. We can think about the other guy's muscles. We can think about his tattoos. We can think about his low single. We can think about his strength, speed. You can think about the result of the dual meet. You can think about the result of the match. You can think about the rankings, right? I could name 50 things that we could be thinking about that frankly have no bearing on the end result of that match. And so the guys who are the cowboys, as I'm terming them, they ain't thinking about none of it. Nothing. They aren't thinking about any of it. And that's part of what makes them so effective. Now, on the other side of that coin, you have those guys who are doing everything right. They're eating right. They're training right. They're sleeping right. They're doing the schoolwork right. They're cutting weight right. They're warming up right. They're nailing it all the way down. Okay? They're doing everything right. But frankly, there's two issues with this. Okay? Number one, those people who are very type A, they also take that mindset and take that weight into the competition, and they frankly worry about way too much. Because as we know, worrying about stuff in matches does not help us. It hurts us very, very bad. Number two is you don't know when something in that process is going to go wrong. You don't know when you're not going to be able to eat the right food. You don't know when you're going to be able to get the right warm-up. You don't know when your opponent, someone's going to upset someone, you're going to wrestle someone different, or, the coach asks you to bump up weight and dual meet, right? Many things can happen that aren't along what you planned. So at that point, you're going to freak out and say, oh my God, I wasn't ready for this. Oh, I was really planning on wrestling 160, now you want me to wrestle 170. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to wrestle the 1 seed, now I'm going to wrestle 8 seed. Oh my God, he's got a scary headlock. He just pinned, he's number 8 seed, he probably sucks. That's why he's the 8 seed, not the 1 seed, right? So there's all these things that we could be worrying about. And frankly, these people do worry about, which makes them significantly worse competitors. And one of the things is we as coaches love that type of athlete that does everything right. And sometimes we praise them a little too much and we don't push them enough to let that side that doesn't care come in, because we have to make everyone realize to great preparer, there's two sides of this coin. There's the great preparer. On the other side, there's the guy that doesn't care. The guy that doesn't care, the reason he's effective in competition is because he isn't worried about all the stuff that's going to negatively affect his mentality going into the match. The reason the other guy's good is because he's doing everything right. That's what makes him good. But then he's worrying about a little too much. And so when we can really tie those two concepts together, we can really pair those concepts, that's when it becomes really, 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 really powerful. And so most people see those as one or the other. I'm telling you right now, you need both. If you want to be a great wrestler, you need to have both those. You need to be able to do every single thing right. You need to not be able to care about the result or the opponent or anything. You just got to forget about it and go out there and just wrestle your hardest every single time. So, remember that. Those two things go together. They're not opposites. No, they kind of are. They go together. You need both of them. Sometimes you need to be two things. You don't need to be one thing. So, I hope you guys like that. I will be with RUDIS. We'll be doing so much cool stuff this year. I'm so excited for this. Going to dual meets, going to NCAAs. We got the podcast twice a week. What? Mental Mondays, technique. Wow, you guys might even get sick of me. See ya. Hope you guys enjoyed it.